Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell, because here you're going to learn something that most men never truly understand. If you want to become the kind of man who is not just liked, but deeply desired, even craved by a woman, then you're exactly where you need to be. Today we're diving into 5 powerful areas of the body that, when approached the right way, can create a strong emotional and physical attraction. But this isn't about random touching or trying too hard. This is about intention, timing, and understanding emotional connection. Have you ever wondered why one simple touch at the right moment can make her pause, lose focus, or feel something she can't even explain? That's not luck. That's awareness. Because whether it's the first date or the 10th, touch should never feel forced. It should feel natural, confident, and meaningful. The right kind of touch can lower emotional barriers, build trust, and create a connection that words alone cannot achieve. And the truth is, women don't just respond to touch. They respond to how you touch. Not rushed, not aggressive, not uncertain, but calm, slow, confident, and intentional. When you master this, she won't just enjoy your presence, she'll start craving it. A woman's body is not just physical, it's emotional. It's like a map filled with nerve endings and hidden zones that many men completely overlook. But when approached correctly, these areas can create a completely different level of connection and attraction. So the real question is, do you know where these areas are? Let's break down 5 of the most powerful ones. First, the scalp. This might surprise you, but the scalp is one of the most sensitive areas of the body. It's filled with nerve endings that connect to relaxation and emotional comfort. A gentle touch here can trigger the release of oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone. This is the same hormone responsible for feelings of trust and closeness. Start slowly. Move from the back of her neck and gently glide your fingers upward through her hair. Use your fingertips, not your palms, and keep your movements soft and controlled. Don't rush. Sometimes vary the pressure slightly, just enough to create a subtle shift in sensation. This creates a wave of relaxation that can spread throughout her entire body. It's not just a touch, it's a signal of comfort and safety. Second, the earlobe. This is a classic but incredibly powerful zone. Why? Because it combines 2 things at once: touch and sound. Lean in slightly. Let your presence be felt, not forced. Your breath, your proximity, it all plays a role. Say something genuine, not rehearsed, not exaggerated. Something simple like, "You have a really calming energy," or, "I like the way you smile." Then a soft, subtle touch near the earlobe, or even just a light brush, can trigger a surprisingly strong emotional response. It's not about intensity, it's about closeness. Third, the stomach area. Most men ignore this area completely, but it's deeply connected to emotion. The stomach is often called the second brain because it reacts strongly to feelings like anticipation, nervousness, and excitement. A gentle, slow movement of your fingers across the lower stomach area can create a subtle tension that builds over time. Move in small circles, then pull away slightly, then come back again. This push and pull dynamic creates anticipation, and anticipation is often more powerful than the action itself. Because attraction isn't just about what happens, it's about what might happen next. Fourth, the back of the neck. This area is extremely sensitive and often underestimated. Slowly move her hair aside. Take your time. A soft touch, a gentle brush, or even just your presence close to that area can create a strong physical reaction. The skin here is delicate, which means even the lightest sensation can feel intense. A calm, confident moment here often makes her lean closer, without even realizing why. Fifth, behind the knees. This one is unexpected, and that's exactly why it works. This area contains a high concentration of sensitive nerve endings, but it's rarely noticed. A light, gentle touch here, especially when she's not expecting it, can create a surprisingly strong reaction. Move slowly. Let your hand travel upward naturally, without rushing, without forcing anything. The key here is unpredictability combined with softness, because sometimes the strongest emotional reactions come from the least expected moments. Final tip: eye contact. None of this works without presence. Every time you touch, hold eye contact. Not aggressively, not awkwardly, but calmly, confidently, and with awareness. Your eyes should communicate what words don't. I'm here. I'm present. I feel this moment. That kind of energy transforms a simple touch into something unforgettable. Remember this: women do enjoy touch, but only from a man they feel connected to. So don't focus on techniques alone. Focus on becoming the kind of man whose presence feels calm, confident, and real. Because when you do that, attraction doesn't feel forced. It happens naturally. We explored 5 powerful zones on a woman's body that, when touched intentionally, can dramatically increase emotional and physical attraction. Now we're taking it to the next level, diving into advanced techniques, timing, and subtle energy cues that most men completely overlook. Because here's the truth: knowing where to touch is just the beginning. What separates a man who leaves a lasting impression from one who fades into the background is how he moves, how he breathes, and the presence he carries. 1. The power of subtlety. Subtlety is underrated. Too often men think intensity equals attraction, but in reality, less is more. Think about the first time someone truly caught your attention. Was it a loud, aggressive gesture? Or was it a subtle, confident presence that made you lean in, listen, and feel curious? The same applies here. When touching any of the sensitive zones we discussed, scalp, earlobe, stomach, back of the neck, or behind the knees, it's the gentle, controlled, and intentional movements that amplify attraction. Even a fleeting brush of your hand can make her heart rate increase, if it's done with confidence and timing. 2. Timing and rhythm. Attraction isn't just physical, it's temporal. For example, a light touch on the scalp is more effective during a relaxed conversation than while she's distracted or stressed. A subtle stroke near the earlobe works best during laughter, during a private joke, or when she's leaning in. The stomach and neck respond best to slow, measured movements that match the rhythm of the moment. Here's a simple principle: match her energy, then slightly lead it. If she's relaxed, slow down your touch. If she's playful, inject a subtle, teasing motion. If she's focused on conversation, a tiny, unexpected gesture can create surprise and curiosity. 3. The energy behind your touch. Even the most perfect touch will fall flat if your energy is off. Confidence isn't just about standing tall or speaking clearly. It's in the way your hands move, your breath flows, and the calmness of your presence. Every gesture, from a hand on the lower back to a light stroke on the hair, carries energy. When done consciously, your touch communicates security. Your touch communicates desire. Your touch communicates emotional awareness. Energy is what transforms a simple gesture into something memorable. 4. Combining touch with words. Never underestimate the power of pairing touch with verbal cues. A soft word of affirmation, a genuine compliment, or even a whispered observation combined with a deliberate, confident touch can amplify attraction tenfold. For example, while brushing her hair back, you could say, "There's something about your energy that's magnetic." While lightly touching her arm, you might say, "I can feel how present you are in this moment." The key is authenticity. Don't overthink it or use generic lines. Your touch plus your words should feel like one seamless expression of your attention and presence. 5. Anticipation and teasing. One of the most powerful tools men often overlook is anticipation. Creating a sense of what might happen next can heighten her interest and emotional investment. Lightly touch a zone, then withdraw. Move your hand near an area, but pause just before contact. Whisper something subtly suggestive but playful, then give space. This push and pull dynamic triggers curiosity and excitement. It's not about manipulating emotions. It's about creating an experience that feels alive, engaging, and memorable. 8. Closing the loop, emotional presence. Ultimately, attraction is more than just physical touch. The men who leave a lasting impression are those who combine awareness of sensitive zones, timing and rhythm, subtle, intentional energy, words that match the touch, confidence grounded in authenticity. When you master this, every touch feels deliberate, every glance meaningful, and every moment shared becomes a memory she won't forget. Final reminders. Keep your movements slow, intentional, and authentic. Always maintain eye contact. It turns a gesture into a silent conversation. Pay attention to her cues. Comfort and interest are signals, not assumptions. Combine presence, words, and touch for maximum effect. Remember, attraction doesn't come from force or manipulation. It comes from presence, confidence, and understanding the subtle language of desire. If you found part 2 valuable, hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next video, where we'll dive even deeper into advanced techniques for connection, desire, and emotional mastery. Stay tuned. You're about to learn things most men will never understand, and that will completely change the way you connect with women. If you found this video valuable, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. More insights